Hey, what is up you guys, codgamerMC here again, and today I'll be showing you how to set up your deck for quick battles. So I made a video on how to finish battles quickly, and yes, you need this video to see that video, if that makes sense in any way. What do I mean by that? That you need to see this video first before seeing the other video, because in order to succeed in the other video, you gotta see this video. And in this video, we're gonna cover two things. Wardrobe, like wardrobes you have to use for your character to max out damage, resistance, or accuracy if optional, or critical and other things. And deck setup. First, we're gonna start with equipment, like the gear I use. So as you can see right now, I have 50 plus damage percentage for death, 34 resistance, and 17 global resistance for everything. So basically, all that I have here is things that I farmed. I found this defeating Malistaire, and I found that just by playing Safaria. So what I would recommend for you to use is pick up anything that has been dropped by enemies. That's what you gotta do. And if you want some resistance, then you gotta, sadly, you gotta buy equipment for that. The other thing I was gonna mention, that if you're just playing around Safari or any other world, Krakatopia, just wear the sets that they give you. They're pretty good, like this one that I got dropped off at Safari. Not as good as Dungeons, but it will work. As you can see, right, I got this at Waterworks. I recommend it if you can just get the whole Waterworks set. And the reason why I don't have Waterworks sets is because I just been lazy. And just all of my equipment is things that have been dropped. And I bought this amulet, like I mentioned in the other video about blading. So I recommend you buy this blade amulet. Definitely buy it. And this is just things that have been dropped. And my custom pet. So 10% of the resistance comes from my pet. Obviously, if you have a pet yourself, then you're good. If you don't, then you can watch my video on how to get the perfect pet. Click links in the description or in the annotation above. And now let's get to the deck setup. So this is my current deck setup for bosses. So my pet gives me this 25% balance blade. If you don't have a pet that gives you balance blade, then that's fine. Let's take that out of hand. I have the Death Blade from the amulet. That's all I have about these cards. And I have Death Blade, Colossal, or any other equivalent such as Strong, Giant, or whatever you have. Or if you have none, then it doesn't matter. I have Feint and Skeletal Dragon. As you can see, Skeletal Dragon is 200 plus A10 over 3 rounds. So that A10 is what I use the Feint on. I cast Feint, and when the boss turns then the A10 activates. And with the Feint, and it gives a much more higher damage. And Spirit Blade. Only use Spirit Blade if you're in enemy fight, boss fight. If you're in a boss fight, use Spirit Blade. If not, don't use it. So this is my boss setup. If you want to copy it, then you can copy it. And if you're an other class, any other classes that you see right here, then you change the blade for the blade of your class. You still need Feint if you have, use Feint if you have a plus A10 or such over 3 round damage. Only if you have. You can also include Feint if you want to, attack something like Skeletal Pirate. If you have an attack like this that is only one time hit, then you can also use Feint. It's up to you then. Then this attack, what I would recommend, if you have an attack like this, Skeletal Dragon, then use it. Or as Snow Angel. If not, then just use any to all enemy spells like this one, or a single spell depending on if you're alone or if you don't have enemy spells or whatever. And the Spirit Blade or Elemental Blade depending on your class. So now that I'm gonna fight this Hornet Bracket, then this will be my setup. Since they're not bosses, then I'll just delete my whole deck. And then put Scarecrow, and that's it. Just 4, 4, and 4. That's my whole deck. Death Blade, Colossal Scarecrow, and just cast Scarecrow, and I'm done. Then I'm gonna show you my Autumn deck setup, both for monster and for the monsters that are bosses and for regular monsters. So you're right now seeing my ice deck setup. for bosses and non-bosses like Hornet Brocket, and my life deck setup is the same for bosses or non-bosses, just Galding Light and Rebirth, and that's about it. That's, you know, the easiest way. You know, he's a healer, he doesn't have to hit, so he just heals, and Miguel and Autumn and Logan just are the hitters, and we finish battles like in 10-15 minutes depending how hard the boss is, and just in 5 minutes or less for these monsters that are not bosses. So now that you've seen this video, click on the top right corner annotation or link in the description to go see the video on how to defeat enemies much faster. And as always, thank you for watching this video, and I hope it has helped you out, and please smash that like button and subscribe for more tips and tricks, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.